Widebodies. Is this a widebody? Miss, Jimmy said my mum's a widebody. This is the McLaren Senna. It has a wide body. What's going on, boys? My name is Sid and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be checking out the wide body on another episode of the Crew 2's craziest wide bodies of the Senna. And yes, this thing has a very insane one. Now, remember, this thing isn't in the game until June 1st. That's when you boys can hop on and check its wide body out for yourselves. I don't know what that I did a little run through some greenery there. Yes, on June 1st, you'll be able to check this thing out yourself. But today, I'm going to be checking it out and seeing its wide body and the difference it can make on its handling. It has a pretty nuts wide body, I have to say. Now, we might do Bronx as well. I'm not doing Bronx here mostly because I did Bronx in my video for the Senna, and I did Bronx in my last episode of Crew 2's craziest wide bodies. So we'll do in Hollywood, and then I'll do the wide body run, but I might even do both of those for Bronx. Who knows? Maybe I won't. But here we go, the non-wide bodied run. See, when I first, and I've got this, I might take this nitro off. It takes up so much of the screen. It's such a cool nitro for the Senna, though. But I remember first driving this thing. I'm very used to this thing at the moment. So I might get a really good run here, is what I'm saying, with the Senna. It definitely feels a bit blocky, though, and is a bit hard to get round turns sometimes. Okay, went a bit wide there. Thank you. Is it going to be able to make this? It is. Okay, that is fun. I guess Hollywood does have a fair few turns. I don't know. Like I said in one of my other videos, we're kind of just lacking more intricate hypercar races. Okay, this is a big one. I might even restart here if I mess this up, because I just want to hit both of them clean. Okay, good enough. Felt like I slowed down a bit too much, though. Yeah, but like this race has a lot of straight line in it, too. Ooh, okay. You know what? I'm starting to think maybe the Senna's just a good car, you know? Maybe the Senna's just good. Oh, bearing in mind, I did kind of pro setting it. It's got the 0, 0, 10, 10 at the bottom. I think that's very much helping right now. I'll show you what I mean. After the race, that is. Oh, okay. We hit the wall there. Here we go. Don't hit the middle. There we go. And that is the non-wide-bodied run of the McLaren Senna. We got a 2 minutes 25. Not that bad. Now, the only thing I've done to the pro settings is this at the very bottom, which helps so much. If you don't know what pro settings to use, aren't bothered to look any up, this is the gold standard, you know. That'll get you going, at least. Now, let's look at this wide body. Obviously, there's the other stuff we can do to this thing, like this, that doesn't have any effect on the car, but what we do have is this wide body, which we'll put on the front and put on the back, and it'll apparently spray out some cards too. I don't know, I really don't like this wide body looks-wise, but it is a thick boy. This is a very thick wide body. Here we are, even from the back, you can, the tires are just so far out. It extends the wheelbase so much. Okay, this should be fun. Especially with the 0, 0, 10, 10 on it as well. Oh, here we go. Now, stuff like wide bodies in the Crew 2, again, if you didn't know, and I give this sort of lecture every wide bodies episode, not that we've only had one. The thing with wide bodies is they just make your cars a lot better because they change the sort of the wheelbase, etc. The wider the car in the Crew, the better it handles, basically. If you can wide body a car, it is better than it was before. And already, this thing feels like it turns a lot more fun. Am I actually not gonna... I didn't go wide there, which is nice. Now, this turn, I think I'm just bad at making this turn half the time. Yeah, okay. I'm just bad at the game, really. It's definitely making the turns a lot smoother, right? So, like, it wasn't making the turns bad before. Obviously, it's a pretty decent car. But it's definitely making the turns a lot smoother, for sure. Okay, we kept, like, a little bit more speed through there. Maybe, like, 40 miles an hour or so faster. But I don't know if we couldn't have done that before. Here we go now. I made this turn very smooth before. So we're going to see what we can do now. Okay. Well, that felt very quick. That felt a lot quicker than how we made that one before. But again, I wouldn't be able to say. I'm always worried I'm going to placebo these videos, you know. I'm always worried that, you know, I know that wide bodies are faster, so I'll just be like, oh, this is so quick. This is really fast. Whoa. And then it'll turn out that actually I got like a 7-second slower run. I think I'm human, you know, I'm prone to doing that. I know that wide bodies should be faster, therefore I'm more likely to convince myself that they're faster, you know? So hopefully I can actually turn out right here, and instead I'll just mess up turns like that. But we did crash on that turn before as well, so, you know, it's not the worst thing. Come on, there we go. And on the final stretch, here we go. Oh, this is definitely going to be an improvement. Oh, less than 20, less than 20. At 2 minutes 18. Whoa. Okay. Let's remove the wide body and let's do a Bronx. Here we go. I'm just going to kind of skim through this one. Now, this is the non-wide bodied run. I'll talk at points where there's like turns or something major going on, you know. Okay. This thing went wide. Now, as we get onto this city right here, I am inclined to say June 1st is when the Senna actually comes out. My videos are, of course, all early on the Senna here. They're not, you know, it's before the Senna comes out. This is early access. Thank you to Ubisoft, of course. Senna comes out June 1st. That's when you can actually get your hands on it. Here we go. We're coming towards the end. I just have to not screw this turn over. A bit wide, but only slightly. And, okay, there we go. So, our non-wide-bodied run is a 2 minute 53. Now, to see just how much we can improve on that by simply doing this. There we go. The McLaren wide-bodied. So, let's hop into the Bronx race again. Here we go. You know what? I'll get like a first turn reaction. Live SidWaj reaction on first turn. Terrible. Okay, let's try that one again. And sweep it in. Oh, and much cleaner. We didn't go as wide, and it wasn't as messy of a finish of the turn. Now, I hit these turns very clean in the non-wide-bodied, but it seems we're going just as clean on this next run. Now, of course, I do both clean runs. Like, don't be thinking that I'm just, like, getting my first run of both, you know? Most of the time, I'll do a couple runs until I get a clean run, just so it's a fair comparison, you know? If in one run, I hit a car stopping dead, and then the run of the other one, there's nothing, obviously, it becomes a bit of an unfair comparison. So, I always do cut around and edit and whatnot until I get the clean runs. The same more so for the non-wide-bodied version. Okay, there we go. Sweet. Now remember, at the end of the day, it's a case of skill. Although wide bodies won't inherently, like, increase the acceleration or top speed of your car, it's the turning and everything, you know? It's the... Oh, hello. It's the turning and the accuracy of the turns and the handling and everything. So it's then on you to be able to control the car better, you know? Because I get a lot of people saying, I had that one opinion, which I know I bring up a fair few times, of the guy who was like, well, actually, I think that the wider the car, the worse it handles. All you could say to that is well, no. Because factually speaking, if you gave two cars that were the exact same to the best player in the game, they would handle better in the wider of those two cars, because the wider the car, the better it is, you know? Just because you personally feel the opposite doesn't make that the case, but you personally might not be used to wide-bodied cars, you know? So at the end of the day, wide body is better, but again, you know, it's on you. It's not just... It's a hard one, because it's not just the car is now faster all of a sudden. It's you have to be better with the car because it's the turning that is improved, you know? What even was our last one? What, like a 50-something? 50, maybe 5? I don't remember. But we just got a 50-second. 2 minutes 50. What actually is that? What was that? I have no idea. What was our last run? Well, you boys saw our last run, so you probably know. Yeah. But there you go, the McLaren Senna's wide body. What do you think of it? Are you going to be using it? Are you going to put it on? Or are you going to keep it unwide bodied? So, that's about it from me, boys. I hope you boys did enjoy this episode of the Crew 2's Craziest Wide Bodies on the unreleased McLaren Senna. Thank you to popular members, especially thank you to famous members, and an insane thank you to icon members, Dustin, For the Love of Life, and Corey Brown. That's about it from me. In a bit.